So math is this page, 85-1. 85-1. You need to tear it out, Asa.
Tear it out.
What? You have it, Asa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so guys, y'all will need to cut these out. You'll cut along the dotted line. So you'll cut out the 10 boxes, the big squares, and then you'll cut out the small ones. Cut along the line, not the box. Cut along the lines here, okay? So I'll give you a few minutes to cut those out. I'm going to come and tear it, and then you can start cutting those out. Keep them near you so that you don't lose them and misplace them, okay? Look at them because we will start to see these inside of our book, and I want to explain what they are, okay? So the big block here is our tens block, okay? So this is a total of 10 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, when you see this block here, you don't have to count each one because like I said, it's automatically how many? 10. So that means whenever you see the large block like this, what can you count by? Tens. I don't need to count each one because I already know that it's 10. The single block here with just the 1 penny, that's only 1. It's only 1 penny. So you count by ones. So if I have 3 of these, how many would this be? Do I need to sit there and count each one? No. What am I going to count by? So I would say 10, 20, 30. So that's a total of 30. So the large blocks here, like this, are our 10 blocks. It's a total of 10. Okay? And then when you look at the single block here, that's a total of just 1. You simply count it by 1. So let me show you what it will look like when you start to see this in your book.
I still don't get it. I can't believe I still don't get it. You don't.
Stop. Okay, so let's look at this one. How many groups of 10 do I have?
4.
4 tens. How many ones do I have? 3, right? So I have 4 tens. So how many would that be? 10, 20, 30, 40. And let's count my ones. 41, 42, 43. So this is a total of 43. See? So it's kind of similar to how we count our coins, except we just have to know which each block is. Okay, let's do another one.
This is fun. It's good when you.
No, stop, because you just was saying you don't get it. Okay, how many groups of 10 do we have?
5.
5 groups of 10, and how many ones do we have?
2.
2. So let's count them. So
5.
10,
10,
30, 40, 50, and then our ones, 51, 52. And so these in your book will be called the extras. That's what they'll be called. Instead of ones, it'll be called the extras. Okay? So there were 2 extras, 5 tens, 2 extras makes 52. All right? All right, so go ahead and get out your book. I want to show you what it looks like in your book. So go ahead and find 86A in your math. 86A.
Mommy, I need 86A.
Yes, math 86A. Okay, so 86A, it's going to be number 4.
Number 4.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
All right, so look at the groups of 10. Do you see how she put her groups into her pennies into groups of 10? See that on number 4? No, you don't, because you're not even on the page.
Yep.
All right, so how many groups of 10 does she have? Look at the box. How many groups of 10s does she have? 3. So go ahead and put a 3. She has 3 groups of 10. Okay, and the next one, how many extras does she have?
2.
2. So go ahead and put 2. Thank you. Somebody not paying attention because they're not writing it.
They don't have a lot of extra.
Okay, and then it said, yeah, they do. It's the second one. 3, and then that's where the 2 go. Right there. Yeah.
Like this?
And then it says, how many would that be all together?
32.
32. And then you can see that it's 32 because the numbers are there. 32. So that's how this goes in your book, guys. So when you start to see this, this is what that means, okay? I just wanted to go over so that we're familiar with it when we run across it in our book. All right, you can put your math out, put your math away. Go ahead and get out your letters book. We're on page 65, capital letter R. Letter R, page 65.
R.
I'll go ahead and do it on the board and let you guys work on it.
R.
All right, so let's go ahead and look at R here. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start here. You're gonna curve up, slant down, go back up that same line, close it here, come down, kick it out. Again, you're gonna do a little kick up, slant all the way down, go back up the same line, close your R, kick it out. You can begin, guys. Any questions, Asa? No? All right, you can go ahead and begin. This week in writing, we are going to learn what's called the titles of respect. So these are titles that we use whenever we are showing respect to someone's name when we're using their name in a sentence. So we do use them often. The only thing is that sometimes we may not have known that it's a title of respect, and there's a proper way that you're supposed to write each one when you're using them. Okay? All right, so these are examples of some of the titles of respect. The first one we have is Mr., right? If we're talking to a man and we say Mr., so we have the word Mr., but the titles of respect, we write them in what's called an abbreviation. An abbreviation is a shorter way to write something, and that's how we write the titles of respect, by abbreviating them. We're not writing yet. We're not writing. By abbreviating them. So all of the titles of respect start with a capital letter, and they have a dot behind it. That dot shows us that it was abbreviated, meaning we shortened it to write it. It's an abbreviation. It's a shorter way to write it. And we'll be learning about abbreviations the next few weeks because we're going to abbreviate the months and the days of the week. But anyway, so Mr. This is how we write Mr. as a title of respect. Capital M-R dot, Mr. Next, we have Mrs., like what you call when you say my name, Mrs. Flugent. This Mrs., capital M-R-S dot, is for a woman that is married. So when a woman is married and you're referring to her name, you would put capital M-R-S dot, married woman. Next, we have Mrs., right? M-I-S-S. This one is different. This is for a woman that is not married. So if someone is not, why is that funny? No reason. So if a woman is not married, you would just put Miss, M-I-S-S dot. Okay? Then if you're not sure if she's married or not, you would just put M-S, Mrs. M-S dot. Most of the time though, we use M-R-S dot, but the proper usage, if the person is married, you put capital M-R-S dot. If they're not married, you put capital M-I-S-S dot. And if you're not sure, you put M-S. M-S dot Miss can stand for anyone. And then we have doctor, capital D-R dot. This is the way we abbreviate the word doctor. So these are all titles of respect. And so we'll be practicing these. This week, we're just going to learn a list of them. Next week, we're going to learn how to write them in sentences because that's the next step we're going to take. So I want you to copy this down in your books, on the paper, so that you have this, because this is what you'll have to know for Thursday, which one goes with which. So you can do that now. All of them have a capital letter and a dot behind it. That dot is important, guys. That lets us know that it is an abbreviation. That's why the dot is there. So I'll give you a couple of minutes to write this down. Yes, Asa?
Do you want us to write what it means?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.